Welcome to this video, and I'm going to talk about how you lose weight without dieting. Now, how does dieting make you feel? Does it make you feel for a little bit in control and feel quite good, and you know what you're doing and you've got a plan, so it makes you feel secure in a way, and it makes you feel that, yep, this is what you need to be doing. But what happens when it gets a bit tough or you don't get the results you want? What happens when the diet finishes? How does it then make you feel? Do you feel like you're on it, you're off it? Do you feel like you've tried a million different things, they don't work? Or actually you found something that does work, but you need to stick on it, and that's the hard bit? Or have any of you had complete success with dieting, as in you've done a diet, you've got what you needed from it, and then you're able to have freedom afterwards? Let me know how you feel about it. In my experience, and with the hundreds of people that I work with, dieting's like putting a stick in plaster over what's really going on. So yes, of course, I could give all of you here off-the-shelf diet and exercise plan that, if you stuck to it, would work, as in you would lose some pounds if you wanted to. But that's not what's really going on, is it? I believe that we need to look at getting our foundations right, breaking free from any kind of dieting mentality that we've had in the past, learning about our eating behaviors and habits and patterns, and working out why we eat things that perhaps we really don't want to be eating or overeat at times, and then have the tools to move forward with that. Now, this is a long process. It's a bit of a slow road, but if you take the easy road, as in take a diet off a shelf, then actually you know that you keep getting stuck in the same cycle, and the easy road actually gets a bit harder and a bit more challenging, because it just keeps going on for years and years and years, and you feel the same. Whereas if you put a bit of effort in and work out what's really going on, then you will experience freedom in the future. But what happens whilst you're on that journey to freedom? If you need to lose some body fat, or you want to lose some body fat, then what can you do? And remember, we're talking about body fat here, not necessarily your weight. Weight's a little bit irrelevant unless we get into a culture where we walk down the street and instead of saying hi, we say, hi, oh, you're lighter today, or oh, you're heavy, you know, hello, how are you, pick you up, hello, how are you, pick you up. It's not really about weight, is it? Because that's our gravitational pull onto the earth. That's not really what we're interested in. We're probably more interested in our body fat, and perhaps how we look and how we feel in our clothes. So what can we do while we're on our journey to experiencing freedom in this area? What can we do practically to lose a few pounds, to lose a bit of body fat? I want to give you 5 thoughts really that I would recommend doing in the meantime. And the first one is all about cinching. Now, you might have heard of Mrs. Hinch. I think that's what she's called, who does the cleaning and all that. Well, I'm all into cinching. So whatever you're doing at the moment, however you're eating at the moment, keep that going, because that's probably true freedom. That is how you're eating, not true freedom, but that how you're eating at the moment, you feel quite free. Might not be exactly how you want to, and you feel that maybe you shouldn't be, but you know, you that's how you're eating at the moment. And cinch it in, make it just a tiny bit smaller. So perhaps your dinner plate gets a bit smaller, or the food that you serve onto your dinner plate just gets a little bit smaller. Your snack just gets a little bit smaller. Your bag of crisps gets a little bit smaller, although that I know is tricky. Bags of crisps at the Ellen shop seem to have grown, but maybe it's sharing a bag of crisps, or maybe it's sharing a dessert. So don't think too much. Don't give yourself lots of rules and regulations, but just cinch everything in just a little bit. So that's one way that you could try that would still give you a kind of free attitude. You could try that whilst you're on the journey. You could change your body composition. So the way that your body is made up, with fat, with water, with muscle, has an impact on how your body burns energy. So you could just change that slightly by doing more muscle work and more resistance work than you are doing at the moment, and making your muscles bigger. You won't necessarily look like Popeye, but they will just form more of your body composition than they do at the moment. Therefore, the notch is just turned up a little bit and you will burn a bit more body fat. I'll next week, I think, talk a bit more about resistance exercise and increasing muscle mass for regular people. You don't have to be a gym goer or anything like that, so that you can just change your body composition. So that's another thing I recommend, which will still keep you in that kind of free zone where you're not thinking about lots of rules, regulations, and diets. Or perhaps you're in a place where you will be able to give your body a break from food overnight. So between dinner and breakfast, can you give your body a break from food? Now, this isn't for everyone because it might make you think about food a little bit too much. But if you're able to do it when you can, when you've had your dinner, have a break from food until breakfast time. Now, this might be 10 hours, this might be 12 hours, this might be 14 hours, this might be 16 hours. All of those time zones are good for your body to have a break from food. There's lots of different things that happen in your body when you're having a break from food, and they're all good. Not for too long, obviously, but that kind of time zone is good. So maybe that's something you can do in freedom, but not if you're going to sit there every evening dreaming about food and panicking, and it's another rule. So if you can do that in freedom, maybe try that occasionally. Another one that you can try is becoming a fidget, becoming restless, becoming someone who can't sit still. So just decreasing your sitting still time and increasing your restlessness and your fidgeting, standing up, walking around, that kind of thing. And the last thing is having at least half a portion of vegetables or salad with your lunch and your dinner. Half a portion, half a plate full. So making sure that it's composed of at least that much. You can still have exactly what you're going to have, but make sure that half of it at least is vegetables or salad. I hope that's helpful. Let me know which one you might try whilst you're on your journey to freedom. That'd be wonderful. This Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, we've got our next Reflection, Coffee and Conversation, which is a free event. I'll pop the link in the comments. Love to see you there. So let me know what you're going to try, what you're going to try next, and while you're on your journey to more freedom. And if you stick around in this group and watch these videos, come on the website, watch the blogs, read the blogs, then you will hopefully pick up lots of tips that will take you to freedom. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Oh.